Juhnke, Coyotes win it! South Dakota is back-to-back Summit League tournament champions, and the Coyotes are headed back to the NCAA tournament.
South Dakota able to go 2-0 this week in Summit League play, or coach, should I say 1-0 on two separate occasions. You're always talking about going 1-0. You did that twice this week. Good start, obviously, or good week for the Coyotes, going 2-0 at home. Head coach Leanne Williamson. Coach, you look at the matchups. Start with Thursday. We've been talking about slow starts for your team. This was not a slow start. 17-3 start there, and I think you scored 9 straight at one point. Really good start to the match.
Yeah, I do think this team did a very good job even starting last week. Going back to that practice mentality of just what we were working on, very intentional. I thought they got a lot better throughout the week. And honestly, we felt really good going into the weekend. And one of the things that we had actually said is we felt like it was an opportunity for us to really take off now as a program. And I think they did that, to be able to go 1-0 2 times. You're catching on here, John. But to be able to do that and really, I think, create that separation in almost every single set, I think was really good for us, and good for us to see just the level that we could play at. So I think the team felt really good about it. We as a coaching staff felt really good about it. And honestly, watching some of that film back, not only from this weekend, but I think even from earlier on in the year, I really do feel like we've made some really big strides, and we're a lot different of a team, just a better team right now in some really important areas.
Another really good performance by Elizabeth Juhnke, setting I believe tying a school record, 24 kills in a 3-set match. Just continuing to play at a high level. Defenses are trying, they can't stop her right now.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting, though, because I believe probably close to, she had 9 kills, I think, in the first set against Oral Roberts on Thursday, and just being able to see the level that she was able to play at there. I think she had 5 kills very early on, like the first maybe half, if not even earlier than that in that first set. So, again, continues to hit with range. I just feel like she's doing a good job of picking up what defenses people are in and knowing what shots are going to be available to her. So when they took one thing away, she hit a different one, and that vision is pretty incredible.
Saturday, another really good match. You get off to a fast start in that one, never look back, just kind of gas pedal down against Kansas City in a 3-set sweep, and Elizabeth Juhnke again performed well. Madison Harms had a really good match as well.
Yeah, I was happy to see Harms get going a little bit, and she struggled a little bit on Thursday with just the connection with Brooklyn, and we were able to kind of work through that, I think, on not only at the end of the match on Thursday, but into Friday. So Saturday, to see that kind of come forward and see it progress into the point where Harms was able to score a lot of points again was really good for us. And then I think there were a few others, but I really think the surveying is really what helped us a lot. We were able to get them out of system a lot, which put us into a much better defensive position, which allowed us to get our middles involved a little bit more again. So obviously it all ties together here in the world of volleyball, but some people had some really good performances this weekend.
We've talked a lot this year about 5-set matches for your team. Couple of 3-setters this week. How important was it for your group as you get ready to flip over to round 2 in the Summit League?
One, anytime that you can finish a match in 3, there's just more rest involved. There's a little bit more probably that being fresh, whether it's the next day of practice or 2 days later at a game. And, for this week, getting on the road, I think it was huge for us to be able to win those 2 matches, and both in 3 sets, and allow us to be at that hopefully more recovered state here. But I think also it showed us the consistency that we could play at. I think in some situations, whether we went to 4, whether we went to 5, in some of those past matches, we felt like we were still in control of that. Maybe where we had some letdowns, we didn't control our side as much. So to be able to see the level that we could play at and the consistency that we could be at there throughout the weekend, I think was not only good for myself and the coaching staff, but I think for the team to see that as well.
Your team's 7-1 in Summit League play. You're flipping the script now to round 2, basically, of the Summit League. As you look at the team right now, how would you assess where they're at this point, at the halfway point of conference season?
We are a different team than what we were 4 weeks ago. And obviously we've been able to find ways to win in a lot of those situations this first half of conference. But we expect other teams to be better too, So I'm glad that our team looks like we've progressed, that we're getting better in some of those key areas that we really needed to. But I feel good with where they're at. I think October can be a tough month. You kind of have the buildup of also school and tests and midterms and papers and projects due. And then on top of obviously the travel with the season. And now that we've been going for a couple months, you can start to see maybe a little bit more issues arise, within the team. But right now our team is doing a really good job of attacking every single day, getting better every single day. I feel like they're really bought into that and each other, which is it's a good place to be, and looking forward to the second half of conference.
2-game road trip starts on Thursday at Denver. It's a team with 3 conference losses, I believe, right now, so they know that they have to start winning. So they're going to be very motivated on Thursday, and as you know, very tough place to go play in Hamilton Gymnasium.
Yeah, we always expect a good match when we play Denver. So regardless of where the conference standings are, we know that that's going to be a tough one. But we also enjoy playing Denver. Because we know it's going to always be a tough match, and that's what we want to do. We want to play good competition. We want to play at a high level, and they're gonna make us do that in order to find ways to have success. So I think our team's looking forward to it. Obviously get out of Vermillion a little bit, but the nice thing is we still have some downtime. We still get to focus on us as a team, and but yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And then Saturday, it's at Omaha, another really, really good team, a team that's won, I believe, 7 straight. So they have turned things around from their start, and they're feeling good right now.
Absolutely. They're playing well right now, too. So, we talked obviously about ourselves getting better. We know the other teams have, too, and we've seen it on film, seen it as this season has progressed. So this is a big weekend for us, but obviously our first focus is Denver, but also looking forward to playing in Omaha because we do have a lot of people that will be at the games. We have some players from the area that will bring quite a few fans out as well, and just looking forward to that. I think it's always it doesn't feel like a home game, obviously, but at the same time, we've always had a great support system down there as well.
Well, certainly should be a fun, competitive week for your team. Coach, thanks for the time. Really appreciate it. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
That's Leanne Williamson, the head coach of the Coyotes. Coyotes play at Denver Thursday and Omaha Saturday. I'm John Thayer. Have a great week. Go Yotes.